We recently took a trip to Hershey, Pennsylvania and stayed at the Hershey Lodge. At the check-in desk, there are signs posted with the activities for the week, the hours of the Hershey attractions, and the hours of the hotel restaurants. I'll do a close-up of these, but you can pause to read also. We really enjoyed some of the Hershey Lodge restaurants, especially Stacks. Every time you get your check at a restaurant, they give you lots of Hershey Kisses too. Here's a little video of our room key at the Hershey Lodge and the folder that the room key comes in. Some information about check-in and check-out. And a map of the Hershey Lodge property. There are a lot of amenities at this hotel. Tennis courts, basketball courts, miniature golf. And each of the hotel towers is named after a Hershey candy, like York Peppermint Patties, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and Hershey Kisses. We stayed in the Hershey Kisses Tower, the blue one there, which is right across from the indoor water park and the gym. On the backside is a map of all the Hershey attractions in the local area. There's really a lot to do here. You can probably spend a whole week here doing everything that they have available. But included with our hotel stay were tickets to Hershey Gardens and to the Hershey Story Museum, which we definitely took advantage of. So I'll zoom out here so you can pause to read if you're interested in visiting Hershey. Here's our room. We were in room 2824, and when we checked in, we got Hershey chocolate bars. As soon as you come in the room, the bathroom is on the right. And the wallpaper is little Hershey Kisses. It was really cute. The toiletries are chocolate-scented soaps, lotions, and shampoos. And you can also buy the full-size ones of these down in the gift shop. I couldn't open this with one hand, but there is an extra toilet paper inside there. The shower was decent, but it could use a deep clean, and I'll get more into that later. But this shower curtain has seen better days. There's a little stain there. And the hair dryer is on the back of the bathroom door. There's some extra bedding in the closet and an iron and ironing board. The room was a really good size, considering we just got a standard room. Had a coffee maker and a little fridge here for keeping your drinks cold. We like to bring a fan as like a noise machine, and we really needed it here because there were a lot of children running up and down the hallways. The view from our room is of the water park and gym, as I said earlier. And on the beds, the linens actually have little Hershey Kisses printed on them. I don't know if you can see that, but it was really cute. And these beds were so comfortable. This was probably the best night's sleep I've ever gotten in my life. Next to the bed is USB ports and outlets. There's a light above the headboard, and there's a reading light here also. We actually stripped these beds down to find out what kind of mattress it was because I slept so well. And when we did that, we found lots of dirt and dust, probably 10 years worth of it. And also behind the TV, look at this. I'll zoom in on this. Look at all that dust. There were old candy wrappers, zipper parts, battery, old popcorn. And that dust is unbelievable, which might explain why the room smelled like corn chips. We had to go buy some air fresheners because it was just so stale smelling in there. So I really think it needs a super deep clean in these rooms. But I slept great. So we also visited Hershey's Chocolate World. We did this free Hershey's chocolate tour, which I have some video of. but there was a lot to do there. For a free activity, there are some paying things you can do, like the trolley works and the Great Candy Expedition. But they were celebrating their 50th anniversary while we were there, so that was pretty cool. And everything in the food hall just looked amazing. You could spend really a whole day here just doing all the activities at Chocolate World. So here's the information about that if you decide to go. And here we are at Hershey's Chocolate World. You can pause to look at this little map of everything they have there, but because it was Halloween, they had these little areas where you could do some photo ops.
My name is Alex. I'm the quality supervisor here at the Hershey Chocolate Factory. I was asked to be your guide today, and I can't wait to show you around. Everyone ready? Let's go.
After we left Hershey Chocolate World, we went to the Botanical Gardens and the Butterfly Atrium. Oh my goodness. Come back. Where'd it go?
I know, that's what we've seen before, but it wasn't.
Get off, guys! You guys!
You want to go to sleep with
Oh,
them?
mommy.
I was trying to get a good shot of this butterfly because it looked just like the one in Animal Crossing, but it wouldn't sit still. And that's what it looks like when its wings are up.
Oh, you missed it.
Oh, it hatched already.
Sorry, you missed it.
What is it?
It's hatched. It just hatched.
That one right there just hatched.
Oh my goodness.
And like literally, we watched it coming out.
be about the time they typically bloom in the past. They bloom now and then in spring. So I'm wondering, it's all look at this. I love it.
These were some interesting plants we saw there that hadn't bloomed in years and did while we were there. And as we're leaving, we had an amazing view of Hershey Park, even though it was rainy that day, and a good view of the Hershey stacks out in the distance. So we had an amazing trip, and we'd definitely come back and do it again sometime. Thanks for watching.